Hi there. Are you here for the 1 o'clock appointment? Well, it's nice to meet you in person. So you are planning your honeymoon, is that correct? Very exciting. And do you know where you'd like to go, or are you still trying to figure it out? Okay. I'm just going to start taking a few notes if that's okay, and you can get comfortable. So, yeah, I think I've heard of that resort. Double check, but I think one of my recent clients actually went to a resort right by it, so they love that area. And then what dates are you looking to go? Okay, perfect timing. And how many nights? And I'll have to double check. I'm pretty sure they might be running a promotion right now where the 5th night is free. So I will let you know if that is true. Okay, so we have to book your flights, book your room, and I'm sure you've already looked up information about the resort. I'll still go over some things with you anyways, and make sure you don't have any questions. And what is your budget? Okay. And do you already have your passport? Working on it? Okay. Yeah, I would make sure you get it in the next month or so. Alright. Do that. Perfect. So let's get your flight booked first and go from there. And what are you thinking for your departure? Would you like it morning, afternoon, evening? Morning. So let's see what's available. There is a 9 a.m. or an 11:30 a.m. 11. Yeah, that's good, because then you won't have to get up too early and rush to the airport. You have plenty of time. And the day you want to leave is a Monday, so that's a popular travel day, so 11 should be a good time. And then are you looking to have an economy seat, first class, business? Okay. So let's see, from what I can see, it looks like they will be about $500 each, and that's with our discount as well. So I think that matches up with the budget that you were looking at. And your flight both ways would include one meal and snacks. It looks like the duration is about 8 hours. Does that sound good? And now, most importantly, would you like a window, middle, or aisle seat? Yes, people are very particular. I know for myself, I always want an aisle seat, but everyone is different. Okay, so those are good. And the closest to the front are actually in row 8, so that's pretty good. So I booked you seats A and B in row 8. And of course this will all be emailed to you as well, so you won't have to worry about that. So now let's move on to your room. So it looks like this resort offers both land and overwater bungalows. Let's see, all rooms have air conditioning, of course, bathrobes, coffee maker, phone, mini bar, ceiling fan, TV, Wi-Fi throughout the resort, and a shower. So the beach bungalows have a king bed and a private sun deck, and those are $500 a night. So that's your first option. Then there's a garden pool bungalow, and that's a king bed, terrace with a private pool, and that is $650 per night. Then there's 2 higher end options. The first is an overwater bungalow, king bed, large sun deck, that has direct access to the lagoon. That's $700 per night. And then there's also a premier overwater bungalow, and that is $850 per night. So not the most cost friendly, but it's your honeymoon, so I'm not sure exactly what you're looking to do. So what are your thoughts? Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good option. That's what I would choose too. So I'm going to book that for you, get it all reserved. And then it does look like that promotion I was talking about is good. So you can get an extra night free. Do you think you want to do that? Okay, perfect. So book that for you. So now I can tell you a little bit about resort activities. So let's look. There is scuba diving and snorkeling. I think that's always a great way to experience the waters around the resort. And I haven't been to this specific resort, but I have been to this island, and they do have really good scuba diving, so I'd recommend it. Then there's also a waterfall excursion. It looks like you can hike through the tropical rainforest, and it looks like there's a really pretty freshwater jungle pool, so that sounds lovely. And then there's also kayaking, glass bottom boat tours, so definitely a lot to do. Looks like you can also visit a pearl farm on the island, which is kind of a unique experience. I know other guests have done that and they really liked it. So you actually get to see how pearls are farmed, and again, that's pretty unique. So for any of those, I would book them right when you get to the resort, just to make sure you have a spot. And then I can go over some food options on the resort as well. Always my favorite topic. So let me get that information here. Alright, so it looks like there is in-room dining. 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. All day dining from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then late night from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Your menu will be in your room, and there's definitely tons of options, so I'll send you that to kind of look at ahead of time. Now across the resort, tons of options, and just as a reminder, this is all inclusive, so you are paying for your food up front. So the first restaurant is the Tiki Lounge. So for breakfast, it looks like they have fruit plates, acai bowls, oatmeal, waffles, omelets, kind of the usual type of breakfast food. And then lunch, fresh salads, sandwiches, and fish tacos, which sound amazing. There's also a poolside bar, several poolside bars, so there's one at every pool. Looks like they have kind of the usual nachos, chicken lettuce wraps, salads, burgers. Just marking down the time for you. Okay. Then there's a waterfront lounge. Looks like they have a lot of specialty cocktails if you're interested in that. And then sushi options and shared plates. And they are open late night until, let me see, 1 a.m. And there's also an Italian restaurant. So, looks like a lot of appetizers, homemade meatballs, lots of good salads. I'll just read some options for you. Clam linguine, lobster spaghetti, lots of chicken dishes, some steak dishes, and then a lot of wood-fired pizzas, which sound amazing. And it says that restaurant gets really busy, so I would make a reservation when you get there. And there's also a seafood specific restaurant, so lots of shellfish, lobster, coconut bisque. That sounds good. And then a catch of the day. Desserts all sound amazing. An ice cream bar, tropical shaved ice. That sounds really good too. I'm getting jealous. And key lime pie, cheesecakes, tons and tons of options. So I'll send you this menu. And this one looks like it's a little bit more upscale. And then there is a culinary experience for honeymooners if you're interested. So it's where you actually eat dinner on the beach for 3 hours. And you get, of course, 3 courses, your appetizers, main meal, dessert, wine, and it's just a lovely experience. I know a few other clients who did it and said it was worth it. I believe there is a little bit of an extra fee though, so if you decide to do that, just keep that in mind, and I would probably book when you arrive there, unless you decide to do that now, and I can book it for you. Okay, so that is the menu overview. And like I said, I'll send you the links to the direct menu so you can look around if you haven't already. So at this time, do you have any questions for me? Yeah, so your deposit is due now. So I will need your credit card and then also your ID. And I also need your email address. And then your phone. Perfect. And then if I have questions leading up to your trip, would you like me to email you or call? Okay. Okay, and then I see your credit card, thank you. And then this is your ID. Just want to make sure I get this down. It's your street address, so I'm just typing that in. And then this is your credit card. 564589663. Expiration 09/2025. Code. Okay. You can have this back. Now the rest of your payment will be due 1 month before the trip. So I'll follow up with you and remind you. And you can just have me run your card through our system, whatever works for you. So I will email you that receipt. So just want to make sure we have everything here. So we did your flight, we got your room, and then all the tiny details about what time you should get to the airport, your gate information, all that, I'll email to you prior to the trip. We got your room and the extra nights. Told you about the activities, the food. And then if there's any other questions that come up about the resort, just feel free to call or email me. I'm sure you will think of some things over the next coming months, but try not to stress about it. I'll be taking care of everything for you. So everything was just emailed to you. It's a big packet of information, so make sure you read through everything. Click on all the links. Let me know of any questions. And I think that is all for now. Is there anything else I can help you with? Great. Well, thank you so much for choosing me to be your travel agent. And again, let me know of any questions. You're going to have a great time. It's a beautiful island, and it will be a lovely way to celebrate. So congratulations ahead of the big day, and I will be in touch soon. Have a great rest of your day.